to Oscar's Meal Prep Monday. I hope you're ready for some delicious dog food, which is technically also human food because um, it's definitely human grade food. He probably eats better than the whole family. Right, Oscar? Yeah. Oh, let me put the check into the before if they do. Hello, Hansel, Schreibender. Und wie lebt sich nach der Namensänderung? Weniger Pech, mehr Glück hoffentlich. Oskar ist bereit für seinen Abendschnauf. Stimmt's? Oder stimmt's? Die sagen so, ja. It is so heavy. Look at those, by the way. I bought some huge tomatoes. We got one, two. Ooh, big tomatoes, huh? Yeah. You don't like tomatoes. Oh no, sometimes he likes tomato. He sometimes lunches on them in summertime. So yeah, that's that. Hey, Richie, how are you doing? Garden tomatoes, yes. Hi, Jim. Are you ready for us this Meal Prep Monday? Are you? I know it's Memorial Day, so happy Memorial Day. I don't know if to say happy Memorial Day because it's like a sad day or like nothing like a better celebration in that sense. But I can remember. So thank you to everyone that's together and have the hey, Roxy, how are you doing? Rusty Cat is also here. Rusty, the tomatoes. It wasn't icy, it wasn't warm, right? I think it was something Kroger. Sometimes when I want to get fancy stuff that you usually don't get at the classic places, I go to Kroger or Publix, but rarely I'm in rich, obviously. I don't think anyone thought that. Hey Josh, danke. Süß, danke. Sehr lieb von dir. Danke für den Euro. Da muss ich ja Pfandflaschen sammeln heute. Na, wie geht's euch? 5 Euro. Danke. Thank you. Hi Marci. Weiß ich zu schätzen. Wer den Pfennig nicht ehrt, ist den Euro nicht wert. Ich habe sogar den Euro bezahlt. Was sagt man denn, wenn man den Euro nicht ehrt? Das ist dann gar nicht wert. Wenn man den Euro nicht wert ist, es den Josh nicht wert. Oder? So passt. German chat, I am from Germany, but I live in the United States. You know which variety they are? One looks like a black fruit. I think so. I have like a catalog for like seeds. Because a friend of mine has that, and I looked at it because I love looking at pictures. And it's just, you know, I don't have a garden yet, but hopefully one day I can have biggest dream have my own garden. And land. So yeah, I'm excited to grow some tomatoes one day. And then it just max up. And but it might be a black pumpkin. This one is just like a classic red meat tomato. We call them meat tomatoes in Germany. Flesh tomatoes. Thank you, you as well. That's me. Happy Memorial Day again, and have a new festival day. I hope you'll stay up to it. Voice echoing. Is it really? Okay. Oh, I know why. Okay. Yeah, it must be better now. Sorry. Thanks for enduring that microphone sound. Literally I was recording myself with a microphone like on my headset, which is like in another room. So I'm surprised it even caught my voice at all. So Aisha Speed, you better get out of here. Because I absolutely
despise that guy. Okay, I think I caught up with everything. Not you, but the actual one, like the real one. Mm, thank you. Greetings to wherever you guys are from. Thanks for watching. Oscar, you want to say hi? Yeah. There is the boy, the man of the hour, the little guy for who we all are here. So I'm cooking Oscar's meal prep today, or I'm making his meal prep. So I cook for him once a week, and then I just keep it in the fridge. The tomatoes. So I just said that I'm excited to have my own garden one day. That's my biggest dream, to grow my own tomatoes. I have a catalog here, and I think it is a black crimson, the one, and then the other one is just we call it meat tomatoes in Germany, so like Fleischtomate. Um, you putting that in the oven right now? Okay. Alrighty. Hi, littler Pia. Thanks for saying hi to Oscar. They're really good. Hey, Reb. Ooh, you got a new picture. It's a little different, isn't it? Homegrown tomatoes are the best. I agree. I wish it was mine. I don't have a garden yet, so one day, hopefully. Hey, Andre. Hey, greetings to New York. And as you can see, it's rainy here in Tennessee for like 10, no, not 10 days. That's a little too much. Like 7 days now. So I gave up on straightening my hair, and we're having the poofy perm-like curls. That's like my natural hair because there's no fighting against rain for an entire week. So I gave up on even trying. So curly hair will be what we're dealing with for the next few days until the rainy season is over. But yeah, it's going to be so lush here in Tennessee with all the rain that we had. So we went on a little walk, and the creek is full with water. It's really beautiful. Everything is like blossoming. What type of shampoo to use for curly hair? Slowson. Honestly, I use a very basic one. I don't even use conditioner. I don't like anything um like fragrancy, artificial stuff. I'm like I guess natural shampoo or fragrance person. I like anything that's not strong smelling. Um, so I have a super basic one. I think it's like the native or something. I'm not sure. I refilled it into a different bottle, so I don't remember which one it was. So nothing fancy. I use just like super basic shampoo. Heat wave in UK. Wow. How hot is it in Celsius? Hey, Musa, potatoes in your apartment? I'm a potato too. So there's a potato in my apartment too. Same here, nothing but rain every single day. You seem upset about it. I like rain, so I will never be upset about rain. Thank you, Mr. X. I had a tomato plant in my apartment. In your apartment? That's cool. I guess I could grow tomatoes too. I have a lot of light, but um I don't know. I don't want to have like a lot of humidity in my rooms because the humidity is already really high in Tennessee. So the more like you gotta water plants, the more humid it will get. So I do have plants, as you can see. It's a little bit of a jungle situation here. It wasn't a big pot. Yeah, I heard a lot of people grow stuff inside. They also grow like, potatoes pretty easily, or you can grow potatoes pretty easily. But honestly, that's for me personally not worth the struggle at the moment. Um, yeah, I really don't have the motivation to do it inside. Well, thank you, Slauson, or boy. I'm just gonna call you boy. Uh, my curly hair gets tangled with some shampoos. Any good tips? Tangled? Um, well, yeah, mine tends to get tangled too once in a while, but I try to like brushed them. So yeah, curly hair you can't really brush easily, so I do it like every 2 days. So I usually just use my fingers to go through them. It's like less abrasive, I guess. So yeah, I use my fingers, and sometimes I use like a nice oil the day before I wash them. That helps like keeping them like non-frizzy and like smoother, I guess. That's what I do. Um, but yeah, I really don't do anything fancy, honestly. I wish I could give you more tips. Hi, Sonic. Happy Memorial Day to you too. Thank you for liking my accent. It's German accent. Hi, Cole. How you doing? Eine kurze Frage. Hast du nicht mal etwas von einer Wohltätigkeitsorganisation? Mann, was für ein Wort. Deutsche Wörter. Die Deutschen müssen sich das mal abgewöhnen, dass unsere Wörter so lang sind. Oder wir müssen das mal ändern. Obwohl, eigentlich ist es ja ganz cool. So ein Alleinstellungsmerkmal. Auch wieder so ein Wort. Aber ja, ich unterstütze sie nicht, sondern ich arbeite für die Organisation oder für diese Foodbank, sagt man hier. Also ich bin ja die leitende Person und habe dann meine Freiwilligen, die mit mir dort arbeiten und Essen abholen, einsammeln, Spenden einsammeln und die dann ausgeben an Leute, die es benötigen. Well, appreciate it. Thank you. Um, you want to grow your own fruits, vegetable on your terrace, mini garden? Yeah, do it. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there where you can look how to grow stuff in like a small space. Everything is possible if you really want to, I think. The question is like, do I really want to right now? I do love growing stuff. Like I have a lot of plants right now, but yeah. So far, like I said, with the humidity, I'm a little concerned to have too much humidity in my apartment. So I think I will wait until I have a garden, which is hopefully not too far in the future. Good thing will Weile haben. Good thing is worth the wait, right? But yeah, keep us posted if you're doing the gardening inside or on the balcony. I love seeing that. And you can also always post on the community tab here and share your garden experience or your photos of your vegetables or anything you want to share with us. So always remember that's an option here too. I love growing tomatoes and peppers. Oh yes, I love peppers too, and tomatoes, and cucumbers. I love growing cucumbers. In Germany, I did that. Not here. Was it there a month ago? Oh, you mean the plant? It was, but it was in a different place. So I've been shifting around some of the plants and some of the furniture here. Sometimes I get bored with the furniture. Instead of buying new stuff, I just like tend to shift it around so I don't have to buy anything new, but still get that, feeling like I get something new. It's just my reorganizing or renovating for poor people to shift stuff around. I always did that since I'm a little kid. I always reorganized my own room when I was a kid all the time to get that fresh feeling. Thank you. For whatever, whoever that was, I can't see it. I appreciate it. Hans Dieter, do you like fragrance? I do not like fragrance. I like natural stuff, like here, like peppermint or essential oils. I do like a little scent, like tiny little amount, but I don't like anything strong. Most like the biggest reason is because it's fragrances are endocrine disruptors, which are um, attacking your own hormones or inhibiting your own hormone receptors, which is really bad for your body. So yeah, try to stay away from like those really strong artificial flavors or fragrances because they're definitely gets absorbed by your body and will mess with your hormones, your mood, and your health. So I wouldn't do it. Hey Pegasus. Hi Daniel. Na, wie geht's? Oh, thanks BT for taking care of it. Kann man Spenden zu euch schicken? Wenn ja, wo? Aber das ist ja süß von dir, Josh. Kann man? Also theoretisch, normalerweise machen Leute das hier immer per handschriftlichen Check und so. Hier ist es noch sehr oldschool, hier auf dem Land oder hier in Tennessee. Ich muss mal schauen, wie das möglich wäre, falls du da interessiert wärst. Aber du kannst mir mal eine E-Mail schicken, wenn du magst, auf meinem Kontakt auf meiner Seite. Dann kann ich dir gerne antworten und dann können wir dort kommunizieren. Hi to Norway, Valhallen. Hey du, you've got your gorgeous eyes. Well, thank you. Kein Zuckerkuchen. Zuckerkuchen, ist es nicht so ein, gibt es da nicht so ein Dings? Haferblues? War das nicht Äpfel im Pferd oder so? Das hatte ich früher mal von meinem Papa, diese alten Schallplatten. War das nicht auch was mit Zuckerkuchen oder sowas? Ich weiß es nicht mehr. Aber ja, danke, Josh. Das ist sehr lieb von dir. Das weiß ich sehr zu schätzen. Okay, let's get started. I'm gonna get my carrots out of the fridge real quick. And we'll be using natural turkey. Oh, turkey, like, not show the brand. Natural turkey for Oskar. And carrots, oats, some peas. Although I might skip on a peas because I have a feeling that Oskar might not react very well to peas, so we'll just do carrots actually. Right, Oskar? Does it sound good to you? So. Ach so, und Josh, zum Thema nochmal. Alles, was hier wegen dem Euro und so, alles, was hier landet, geht auf Oskars eigenes Konto. Ich habe ja meinen eigenen Beruf und sowas, brauche also nichts. Ich bin ein sehr, wie sagt man, nicht schlicht. Wie sagt man, wenige Ausgaben, sehr, mir fällt das deutsche Wort nicht ein. Wie auch immer, du weißt hoffentlich, was ich meine. Alles, was extra ist entweder für Oskar, für seine Tierarztrechnung oder Snacks oder Spielzeug oder die Streunerkatzen, die ich fütter oder wo ich im Winter mich drum kümmere, wenn die Häuser brauchen und so weiter. Also ist alles, wird nicht zum Fenster rausgeschmissen für irgendeinen Quatsch. Nur, dass ihr Bescheid wisst. Das halte ich alles separat. Es sei denn, jemand schickt in der Nachricht. Man kann ja eine Nachricht dazu schreiben, für was es sein soll. Und jemand sagt, kauf dir einen Kaffee oder keine Ahnung. Aber wenn nicht, dann bleibt es alles da, wo es sein soll. Feeding some carrots real quick for Oscar's turkey. So all I do, it's kind of like a one-pot meal. It's super simple. So if you have dogs or cats, this is really easy. If you buy meat that's like marked down or something, or not the most expensive, you can actually save money by cooking like this instead of buying fancy kibble. And kibble is just also not the greatest thing to feed. But obviously, make sure you have all the nutrients that your dog needs. So I like to add fish once in a while, and I also like to add some treats to his meals. So in the evenings, for example, he sometimes eats some little dried fish like spread or Hering. Dankeschön, Josh, das weiß ich zu schätzen. Ja, Oskar hat's verdient, oder? Der alte kleine Mann. Okay, schlaf gut, Daniel. Sonnenstich gibt's hier bei uns momentan nicht. Bei uns regnet es durchgehend. Die Gefahr besteht bei uns also nicht. Kurier dich schön aus. By the way, you were right about wreaking havoc on the digestive tract. I was 2 weeks super tired the whole time. Yeah. So how are you feeling now? That's the question. Are you okay? Did you recover from it? So T was I don't know, I'm not gonna say it for you. In case you wanna keep that private. If you wanna share you can, but I'm not gonna. Um how you deal with the negativity in life because from you have got so many positive vibes? I don't know. I just take it as it comes. There's not much you can do about it, right? Except for accepting it. I feel like the worst part about bad things that happen to you in life come from the feelings of rejecting those feelings and trying to not feel them or trying not to be sad or upset about it or for rejecting what actually happened. So by accepting it and just kind of like not getting tensed up and like upset about it, like the real pain, like obviously things are painful no matter what if you accept them or not, but like you create much more pain and negativity if you like try to um not accept the things that are happening, I feel like, because like the rejection itself is so exhausting to the body and painful itself. So I guess just taking things the way they come is all we can do. Wie like sparsame Hausfrau. Ja, so ungefähr. Bye, Daniel. Wish everybody good evening. Danke dir auch. Hey Marco, Teva-Sandalen? Nee, heute tatsächlich Flipflops. Ausnahmsweise mal. Took 2 days and some protein, a bag of beef jerky helped. Really? Well, at least it didn't get the one thing. Like some chicks have are called like a meat allergy. It's like super common here in Tennessee. So it's a little bit less common, what I heard here, to get Lyme disease in Tennessee, but more often you get like a meat allergy, like a red meat allergy. So you get like a rash from eating red meat and can't digest it, like hives and stuff. So anyone that likes steak, be careful when you come to Tennessee. Hi Logan, good to see you again. No, I'm not making cake, I wish. No cake. We're just making Oscar food today. Hi, Warriors. Thank you. Na, wie war denn der Rest im Livestream, Marco? Ich musste leider an meinem Computer noch Sachen erledigen von meinem Livestream. Ich war nur kurz da. Ich muss für Oskar kochen. Oskar hat Hunger. Und nächste Woche habe ich wie immer keine Zeit, deswegen mache ich das immer am Montag. So I'm cooking Mondays for my dog because I'm pretty busy throughout the week, so I don't want to be stressed with that. So Mondays I get it out of the way and have it done for the rest of the week. Yes, sure, I remember you, Logan. Mr. Creed. Also, I watched the I don't know why it remembers me. Are you from Australia? I don't know if I remember that correctly. UK or Australia. But yeah, have you all seen the movie Apex on Netflix with Charlize Theron. Charlize. It's really good. Yeah, Australian. See, nice. I remember it. It's a really good movie. The Lone Star is in the northeast now. I'm very thankful I wasn't bit by that one. Is that the one that gives you the meat allergy oftentimes? They're everywhere here. Like Lone Star ticks. Truly, like I've never had as many tick bites in my life as here in America or here in Tennessee. It's insane, I'm telling you. Like you don't even have to be out in like nature. It's enough to just go for a little walk with the dog in like semi nature, um, like civilization nature. Um, I think the first year I came to Tennessee, I had like 15 tick bites in 1 year. Ow. No blood. I get a strong memory. Hmm, I don't know. With weird stuff. Like it depends. I have a pretty good memory, I agree, but not with all things. Like if I learn for an exam at university, like history stuff, like I remember the Chinese history exams because they were so in detail and so many dates and names, especially like Chinese names that always like took me so long to remember. But then again, with like random things like names or facts about people, I remember that really easily. Like I can tell you what people were wearing the first time I met them, or where I had like a conversation and like the exact spot, stuff like that. I remember stuff like that really easily. Yeah, it is. So far, I don't think I contracted that meat allergy, but I also have to say I don't really eat meat, so I wouldn't even know. I'm heartbroken. What's your heartbreak recovery tips? Huh. Get out there, like meet with friends, like have some friends to talk to and have fun with, doesn't have to be anything fancy like partying or anything like that. Just like talk to people so you don't feel lonely. And you don't feel like this one person is like like your entire universe and everything revolves around them. So just know that you have other people in your life too. That's super important. Um, Cry about it. Just get it out of your system. Don't just swallow it and act like you're okay if you're sad about it. But I always remember, like, you know, if something ends with a person, it ended for a reason. And of course, you try to hold on to it because of all the memories and feelings you have. But it all happened for a reason, and you'll be okay. Like, always think about what's the worst thing that can happen to you. Like, what's the worst outcome? You might be lonely, but you won't die from it. Like you'll be okay, and we'll always get better day by day. Love the credit here. Hi, miss you. How are you doing? How's the day going? How are babies doing? Oscar is sleeping right here. He's doing good. I'm cooking for him right now. So we're doing his weekly meal prep together. Because he's a hungry boy. He eats a lot of food right now at the moment. Because I don't know, he gets super hungry in summertime for some reason. Machen die Sims nach der Kanalmonetarisierung? Nicht viel, Marco. Ich habe nicht wirklich Sims. I don't really have Sims. So we're good here. I have very, very kind and friendly people. Of course, there's some creeps stumbling up on the channel once in a while, but I have very, very kind people here that are mainly here for Oscar, which I'm happy about. What education you're doing? I graduated in Chinese from university. So not just the language, but like anything that comes with it, like history, philosophy, economics, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Got anxiety because of it. Now I take full spread. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that. It is rough. Heartbreak is real. There's like Like some really rough heartbreaks can literally scar your heart. You can look that up. There's like little scars or like marks left on your heart when you have like a real heartbreak. So it's a real thing. And it can take all the time. Take the time that you need. Don't rush it, like don't let people tell you that you need to be over something if you're still sad about it. That's just you processing it, and that's okay. Are you working today, Miss You? Anyone else working? Are you all off work? Also, happy Memorial Day for those that just tuned in. And well, I don't know if you say happy because it's like a sad day, but you know what I mean. And I was trying to upload a video earlier. I edited a video yesterday and this morning, but it wouldn't let me export it because my computer's just being mean. So I'll try to figure it out after the live stream. So if anyone likes cooking vlogs or travel vlogs or any like vloggy style videos, whenever you're bored, I got plenty of those on my channel. Because I don't stream as often as I used to because I don't have that much time, unfortunately. So if y'all miss me, there's always videos you can watch. Thank you, Kaushik. I found a turtle in the garden. I posted a community tab. Cute. Yes, please. I love turtles. Missy likes turtles too. We call Oscar our little turtle. I love turtles. They're definitely in my top 5 favorite animals. But it's hard to say. Like I like all animals. So I don't usually like doing rankings, but I just try to emphasize how much I like turtles, I guess. Danke, Itchy. Thanks for moderating. Y'all deserve a break or a raise. So the turtle had something on its shell. Oh, what was it? Where are you from, Mr. X? I'm from Germany, but I live in the United States. You want to say hi to Oscar? He's right here. I'll show you. Once I'm done with this carrot. For 1 second. Because some of you haven't seen Oscar. He was here earlier. Hey, Omar. How you doing? And where are you from, by the way, Mr. X? If you don't mind me asking. Oscar. He's down here. Let me pick him up. 1 second. Hi, everyone. You ready for your food, Oscar? I think this is enough carrots, actually. Not working, thank goodness. I'm house watching and taking care of stray cats. How fun! Yay, that sounds amazing. Nice. I'm glad you're having a good weekend. That's really cool. House watching. Is it someone you know? Or is it like a side gig? Or what you cooking today? I made bacon wrapped hot dogs. Oh, didn't you tell me about those not too long ago? I remember something bacon wrapped. Or was it jalapenos that you talked about? You know what I need? Okay, I'll cook it. Let me cook for you, Oscar. I gotta get going. The man is hungry, as you can see. It looked like a snail. It was a little squishy, so I scooped it into a container. Oh, that's nice that you didn't just squish it. like most people would probably do. But yeah, that sounds good. And I'm making Oscar's food right now, so I'm making Oscar's meal prep. I do that once a week usually. And I just throw in some vegetables in a pot with turkey, ground turkey, any meat on honestly that I can find that's like on sale or something, and that it doesn't have any antibiotics and all that bad stuff. So I try to get good stuff for Oscar, you know. Oh, India, nice. Where in India are you from? New Delhi area, Kerala area, um, up at the border, up in the north to Kashmir. Told you about that a week ago. Jalapeno is fire, great flavor. I'm sure. I can't do much jalapeno because I'm a German potato and I cannot take the spice. Thanks, miss you. It turned out to be a big aquatic leech. Turtle is fine. Leech is fine. Okay, good. Both are fine. Good. I found a salamander not too long ago when I was at a friend's farm. They have a pond where the horses are, and there was a little salamander. It was red, like pink colored almost, and had black dots on its belly and its back, but it was dead, unfortunately. My uncle's house, he's in Europe. Oh yeah, I remember you brought him to the airport not too long ago. How is he doing? Is he staying in Europe for a while, or have you Oscar scrambled eggs and the cats like it? He has he has ate scrambled eggs before when he's really hungry. Um, but it's not his favorite. I gave him a boiled egg. I bought some eggs earlier or yesterday actually for Oscar for a snack because I was trying to see if he would like that as an evening snack. I tried to mix it up for him so he gets like different sources of protein and more different vitamins and stuff and minerals, all the stuff he needs. And the egg yellow I thought might be good for his eyesight and to get a little bit more fat into his diet. So because he's older. Although you shouldn't give a dog too much fat, obviously. Same with cats. I'm just trying to mix it up a little bit just to make sure I give him like a variety of nutrients. And he liked the hard-boiled egg, so he ate that. But he liked the egg yellow, not the egg white. So he just spit out the egg white. um, we have 3 in this house. So nice, you got 3 cats. That's cool. What colors are those again that you have? You said you had a one like moose, right? And a black one. Do I remember that correctly? And a red one. I might be wrong about it. Probably am. So you're watching the house and you're watching stray cats. So are the stray cats around the house? Like, does your uncle usually feed them with you, or how does that work? Or are those separated, like not the same place? Ich wärme jetzt das aus der Mikrowelle auf. Okay. Guten Appetit, Marco. Hey, Whiskers. Well, well, well. Natural Fort and World Heritage Site, Ellora Caves. I've never heard about that. That must be a beautiful place if it's a World Heritage Site. How you doing, Whisker? Eggs good for the soft fur. I'm sure. There are a lot of vitamins. And I like to add some eggshell to his food sometimes for the extra calcium. I don't know if it does anything, but my favorite Bible verse. How about you share yours with us, Whisker? Usually the people that ask me a question like that want to share theirs in the first place, but they need a good reason to do so. So go ahead and do so. You don't need an invitation here. Yesterday they were about 5 kitties, so cute. Today I only saw one, but more will come. So they got little babies. Oh. Or are you talking about big cats or small ones? Because I know stray cats get a lot of kittens, like baby cats. We have one here that's pregnant, so it's just an endless cycle. Like there's like this trap and release group that takes care of them in Nashville, but they just have so much to do that sometimes they forget to take one of the cats, and if one is still there, and then there's like a house cat streeting around, if you know what I mean, which sometimes people don't neuter or spay their cats, so and then they just go around on the streets doing their thing, you know. It's springtime after all, and then yeah, this one is enough. No, Whisker's not a troll. No worries, BT. Thanks for asking, though. They were about to read it already. Did you say Moose? My old cat was named Mouse. Oh, cute. Yes, Moose. I call her Moose. The little one. Mouse is a cute name, though. A cat named Mouse. That's funny, actually. Black and white mackerel tabby. Fancy. Orange and white. Cute. That sounds adorable. Hey, another hello. You're not a troll, Whisker. I know. He'll be back on the 7th as they feed the cats. That's why I'm here every day to make sure they have food and water. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you for doing that. Cats do not eat carrots. Well, thank you for writing that in capital letters. Help the cats is a bit of a sassy barker, aren't you? Hi, Deepak. My cat's name were Cosmo, Adam, Mouse, Blackberry, Ginger, Cookie, Milkshake, Oreo, Pepper, Kim. Oh, like multiple cats. I got you. I was like, that is a long name for a cat. It sounds like it's like some um from the royal lineage, like the British or the English family, the royals. That's very cute. We have an Oreo out here too. One of the stray cats are named Oreo. Ginger's cute. Milkshake, that's sweet. I don't even remember all my cat names. I had so many in my life. When I was a kid, we had so many outdoors or outside cats. But I grew up really poor, so we didn't have money to neuter them immediately. So sometimes they would get one litter before we were able to neuter them, or we didn't do it early enough, because sometimes when cats live outside, like they get pregnant really early. Like you wouldn't expect that, and boom, it happened. So now that I'm aware of all that, I'm like even more aware than I used to be. And I would never let my cat outside if she wasn't or they weren't neutered or spayed. But yeah, we had so many. At one point we probably had like 8 cats for a little bit when I was little. I love kittens, they're so sweet. Me too. Ah, little kittens. Like that's I mean, as annoying as it gets when cats have little kittens, because then you just have like so many and you don't know what to do with them. But they're so sweet, so I actually do miss that a little bit. Like those little baby cats and their little paws is so cute. She's like her own queen. I give her food and she is the house cat, but she go for a walk and came when she's hungry. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, cats are very they do whatever they want and they're like their own boss, you can't really tell a cat what to do, right? We're just their food preparers. Older and younger cats, but one is pregnant. Oh, cute, you're gonna have baby cats soon. My neighbors have 2 cats, one named Tony and one Stark. Tony Stark. Iron Man's name. I was like, that sounds familiar. I just couldn't think of where it came from. That's cute. Tony's a cute name for a cat in general. I like when cats or dogs have like real like human names. It's kind of, I don't know why, but I think it's cute. Hey up there, how you doing? I have names painted on cat painting from Ukraine. I asked the artist to write the names down. Wow, that's so cool. Nice. From Ukraine. That's a nice souvenir. Stark has 3 legs and strong. Aw. Yes. Does Stark mean strong in English too? In German, it means strong. I don't know if you probably use the word stark in English too, right? Probably like one of those old school words. Because back then, English and German used to be the same, or they're like the same language family, and then they split up at one point. So a lot of words are the same. I think kaputt is one of those, right? Oh, you don't know the meaning? Yeah, the stark means strong in German. I gotta hit the road. It was great seeing you and Oscar. Cats have plenty of food and water. I'll be back tomorrow to see them. Awesome, nice. Have a good time at your uncle's house tomorrow and say hi to the kitties for me, please, and enjoy the time with them. Sometimes just watching them just calms the nervous system and makes you happy. At least for me, it works all the time. So I'm happy you get the stray kitties and they're taken care of by you. They couldn't wish for a better person to take care of them. So thanks for doing that for the animals, miss you. See you tomorrow or so. I'll be back tomorrow probably. Alrighty. Cooking the turkey now. So this is all getting done because Oscar is hungry. He's getting impatient. Although he's actually quite patient, I would say, compared to other dogs or my cats, for example. My cats are not patient at all. Thank you, Star Trek. Star Trekker. I guess you like Star Trek. Would be funny if you wouldn't. What the cultural difference have you experienced in US and Germany? Yeah, I know a lot of people have asked me about that. And they asked me if I could make a video about the things that stand out most to me, like the cultural differences. Or the thing that shocked me when I came here, or yeah. I don't know, I always want to make a video like that, but it just needs a lot of preparation and me writing down all the stuff so I don't forget. And I will do that one day. It's on my list. I'm uploading another video tonight, like a cooking related one. And I still try to find a way to like combine the things that I like making. So I like camping, hiking, nature, and cooking content on YouTube myself, and just talking content, and yeah, stuff like that. So I try to find a good way to combine those things together because I don't want to just focus on one aspect. So I'm trying to make videos that where I can bring all those things in somehow. Oscar, what are you eating? I'll be back. Ah, what are you eating? What? He found something on the ground. I think the cat might have dropped some of her food. Hi to India. Do you shop at Costco? Uh, yes, he's military. You're right. Yep. So he doesn't have to work today. What's the cultural difference experience? I already read that. So yeah, that's a very tough question to answer. The cultural differences. There's definitely a lot. I'll probably have to break that down into different categories. But I can tell you, like, the first thing when I got to America that I noticed, you can't help it, but there's like this one thing that stands out immediately when you go to a place. And for me, that's usually stuff like smell. So it might sound weird, but I have a very, very strong uh, sense of smell. So I can smell like people's perfume from like very far away, and I can always like guess people's perfumes and stuff. It's always been a thing for me. So when I go places, I always like sense the smell first. Um, and America had this very like a rich, not rich like in money terms, but like rich smell, like a lot of like traffic exhaust mixed with a lot of like fast food smells, very intense. Humidity from Tennessee. Holy moly. My heart is happy seeing little Oscar. Great seeing you too. Gotta hit the road. Miss you, thank you so much. Wow, with my orange hands from the camera. Sorry. Thank you so much, miss you. Holy moly. Oscar, come, come, Chance. Let me say bye with Oscar real quick. Oscar. Miss you sent you pocket money for your toys. Thank you, Auntie. Miss you. Love you. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it so much. Oh, wow, Oscar. Does that mean we're going to the pet store? Yeah. Are we going to the pet store next week? Oh, it is already next week. It is already feels like Sunday because the day was off. So yeah, this week. We're going to the pet store. Yay. Thanks so much, Miss you. I have no word for your generosity. Like it's insane. I'm not kidding. This is uh mind boggling generosity. Like I have no idea what words to find for that anymore. Holy moly. You're the best. For many reasons, not just that. Missy amazing person, animal lover, hard worker, hardworking woman, just tough. Like the lady from Apex, Charlize Theron. Charlize Theron. If you have seen the Netflix movie, she reminded me a lot of her. Or she reminds me a lot of her. Hi Cubano, how are you doing? Man, acoustic sounds, North differences in Germany. Aldi stores, yes. We got different Aldi stores. In Germany, we got Aldi Süd, Aldi North, or Aldi South, Aldi North. They just got different like logos, but they got the same stuff pretty much. Not all of it is the same, but different like same layout and stuff. But cultural differences, back to that, between America and Germany. So the first thing I noticed was the smell, but it's in every country. But the difference was the cars, like the sound, like it was very loud because of all those trucks. And in America, you don't have that. In Germany, the cars have like a decibel. Do you say decibel in American, in English too? Like they have like a noise limit. Like you can't have a car that is too loud. Like you have to limit the noise of your car because in Germany there's something called TÜV. Like it's called like TÜV, TUV, and you have to go there with your car and have it inspected. So they will see if your car is like the noise is limited. It's like up to date. The exhaust is up to date. The tires are good, stuff like that. They're just making sure it will not get into an accident or it's good for driving and not posing a risk to people. So That's why it's very regulated in Germany. And here in America, not so much. Like, you will see the craziest cars driving around when you're really asking yourself, is that car, like, is that person allowed to drive that car on the road? Like, you can literally, like, build yourself a plastic car and put a motor in that and just drive around with that thing here. Sometimes people drive around without a door, without windows, and they just like put like a plastic bag in their window. Stuff like that you would never see in Germany, for example. So that was one of the biggest differences, was like traffic. It's crazy. Cars, big trucks, and all that. I'd never seen that before. Hey, Araf. I am from Germany and I live in the United States. So many topics evolve around differences between Germany, America, life here. I travel back to Germany quite often, so I'll show you around Germany too. If some of you are interested in that, I can do that more often next time I go over there. Irish brothers in Germany, their own ID. Like, one brother sells cigarettes and the other doesn't. You think one sells cigarettes? I think both. Don't they both sell cigarettes? I think all discounters in Germany have cigarettes, if I'm not wrong. But you might be right. Maybe I'm just not aware of it. I thought they both sold them. Thank you, BT, for keeping an eye on it. I haven't checked out the likes or anything. German engineering is supreme in every aspect. Well, a lot of people say that. And I think we are very famous for engineering. We import a lot of technologies and export, sorry, and a lot of engineers itself. Like, a lot of Germans are sent all over the world to help out with engineering or implement. So yeah, I guess that's our biggest export, or one of our most important traits. Inventions, engineering, technologies. Oscar, I am out of oats. Oops, I just realized that. What should I do? I don't want to use potatoes. Oscar, what should we do? Do you want pasta, or do you just want to eat it like that? What do you think? I think I'm just gonna add some rice to thicken it up a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna add some flaxseed and thicken it up. So I'm just gonna leave it just the way it is. I'm gonna buy some oats tomorrow and just make some porridge and then just mix it into his food. But his turkey and carrot soup is done, so we'll serve him a little bit right now. I know, Oscar. But yeah, let's hear, everyone. What did y'all do this Memorial Day weekend? Did some of you go places? Did you go camping? Or do you get the nonstop rain as we do here in Tennessee right now? Hey, Shuriken, good to see you. I hope everyone's well. I hope you too. Hey, puppy dog. How was your Memorial Day weekend? Even though it's still not over, but we're getting there, unfortunately. Sad. I love long weekends, but I do not love when they're over. But in Germany, we say everything has an end, only the sausage has two. You know? So that's the saying. Whenever we don't want to leave a party, or we're having a good time with friends, we can be like, well, I guess everything has an end, only the sausage has two. That means, well, time to go home now. We gotta go our separate ways now. Everything comes to an end at one point. Hey, mate. Well, probably here, huh? I would assume. Not too bad. Good for you, but you feel a lot better with less phone times. Oh, here, I just read it. Sorry. Um, been doing pretty well, just a bit busy and on a phone diet. I get that. Honestly, a phone diet is what I need sometimes too. Bike ride in the sunny weather for me. Ooh, fun. Nice. I love bike riding. Like bicycle, not motorcycle. I'm a bicycler. Nothing better. Bike riding or bicycle riding on a nice day. Like in Germany, people are quiet. I think in German people are more disciplined and more shout angry with a high voice. Um, yeah, there's definitely the stereotype in Germany when American people are around. It tends to be a little bit louder, especially when they're in restaurants. Like they definitely speak a little bit on the louder side compared to Germans. Not all of them, of course, but in general, a little bit, I would say. Germans tend to be a little bit more closer to Japanese culture with like um, unwritten rules when it comes to societal living or co-living in cities or coexisting. So on trains, for example, we would be pretty quiet. Um, when we're in restaurants, we try to kind of like talk in a very low, whispery voice and not as disciplined or as like quiet as Japanese people. Definitely not to that extent at all. But and we're like more with like less holding back on PDA stuff, for example. So we're definitely also very very different, but it has some similarities. And yeah, I would say the high pitched voice is can be true for some, like, how to say that, like some American women have a little bit of a high pitched voice from what I noticed myself. Like when I compare it to my female friends or colleagues or people from university I know, or just people I was like growing up with, um, the tone tends to be a little bit higher sometimes here in America, but it depends on the person. Obviously, there's a lot of people here too that have lower voices, so I don't think we can generalize that. But I noticed it a little bit, so I guess for my little world, it is true. If that makes sense. You have anxiety about what? Just does it happen all the time, puppy dog? I'm sorry to hear that. I like that saying, and I like that Germans have so many ways to make the excuses and leave the party. Yes, Germans are really um, bad with um, we're direct with saying goodbye, but also bad doing it because we're trying to be so, just as Americans too, we just try to be polite and not be the first person to call it a day and be the one that sends everyone home. So I think I told you already about that. So the last resort we have, if we don't know how to say goodbye, is like the knee slap. So we're like, all right, time to go home. So if someone slaps the knee, the whole crowd will hear it. And everyone's pretty much waiting at the end of the day when you're like a family gathering or something, you just all wait for that knee slap to happen, and you're always grateful for the person that did it. Alrighty, let me read real quick. Thank you, Tavern Smith. Half German, half Italian, a little bit of English. Duke. Nice. A little bit of everything. You cracked me up when you said share your favorite Bible verse. That what is usually is when someone asks about the favorite Bible verse. Well, yeah, it's like when people ask you something, and nothing wrong with that question, obviously, like you know. Um, but oftentimes when people ask a very specific question about what is your favorite this or that, or your opinion about this and that, they sometimes just want to share their own too. So I was like, well, just share it. I'm here to hear it. I want to hear it. Um, I don't always want to share my favorite stuff or my, things with you. I like to hear from you guys too. Less machine time really agrees with me. Just I must admit, when I was a little kid and home computers became popular, I was instantly skeptical in a big way. I feel that. Yep, I haven't had phones or computers for a very long time until I was like late teenage years. My family didn't like that kind of stuff. They didn't like TVs. They like encouraged us kids to read books and play outside and be in nature and all that, which I'm very grateful for looking back now. So I didn't like that stuff either. And I do like my phone free time too. That's just how I work. Like it overwhelms me sometimes, especially doing YouTube now on a absolutely not professional level at all, but more like seeing it more hmm, like a real thing, more than just like it used to be just a hobby, like a little outlet, like a creative outlet, which it still is. But I'm trying to take it more seriously because I'm really enjoying it a lot. But at the same time, since everything is online and I do need a break from online time a lot, or I get overwhelmed with it, it's like a weird mix. So I do enjoy the whole like socializing and talking to y'all a lot, editing videos, but being constantly online. So it's hard for me. So sometimes you'll like feel that I won't be here for like 3 or 4 days or so to just like get a little break, but I still answer comments. Like when I'm on my phone. But I do need my phone free time too. I definitely understand that. Hey Asher, thank you. Yeah, this is my crazy rainy weather here. Like I have like this is my natural hair texture. So since we had rain for a week now and we have rain for the next few weeks, I gave up on straightening my hair or like styling it or anything, which I rarely do anyways, but sometimes I like blow dry it and make it like a little straighter. Because I get over my curls quite easily. But yeah, with this humidity and just like rain going on, there's no chance I can fight against the curls. So I'm just like accepting it now and like dealing with or like rolling with it, with the weather. I'm from East Europe originally, and people culture very loud and they giggle. Feels like you're listening to people competing who will be the loudest. Yeah, I guess that is definitely a little difference from Germany. Like Germans are very, mm, like some people say we have a broomstick, you know, up up there a bit on the behind. That's like how some people describe us, like in a silly way. So we're all like a little bit toned down. Not all, obviously. There's very different versions of Germans, like in every single country. You can never generalize it. But Germans tend to be quite quiet, I would say. Well, thank you, Asher. I do apologize about my type. I'm using voice detection text. Oh, no, not at all. No worries. Never apologize for any like, mistakes or, I don't know. We're not the police here, the grammar police. I'm cursed with a voice that projects a tone. Whispering is a difficult task for me. Cursed? That is not a curse. That is actually, I think that is actually cool. I always get told that I have a way too soft demeanor. I always got in trouble in school for not speaking loud enough. Um, or when I'm around people at work, they say it makes it really hard for them when I have the weird German accent and I also speak very low or soft. So I always wished I had a naturally louder voice organ. So I would never call it a curse, honestly. I think it's pretty cool. Hi, Joseph. Once you finish Whatever other company you got to work for, same pay. Once you finish your college and get a job, you keep it forever? In your culture, you mean, or in general? That's definitely not true for me. Good? You like it? Okay, let's go. I'm gonna give Oskar his treat real quick. Feel free to watch him eat. He doesn't mind. I hope. He never complained about it. There you go. So you got some visitors. Ooh, tasty, huh? Good. I'm trying to read here. Hallo Jack. Aber schä, danke, schä. Ich habe es gestern nicht mehr geschafft, wie du gesehen hast. Ich war zu faul. Kein Bock. Kein Bock auf euch. Spaß. Hab doch immer Bock mit euch zu reden, aber gestern war ich zu faul tatsächlich. Although I wasn't even lazy yesterday. Like I was supposed to stream yesterday, but I didn't because I was building a living room cabinet. I got some timber from the hardware store. That's why you saw that shorts with Oskar where we went to the hardware store. And I got some crates and some timber, and then I made a little DIY project, and I made a little bookshelf kind of thing. I'll show you in a little bit. Well, hello, hello. Oh, what is that? Cake. I'll be back in a second. How was it?
It was good.
Good?
Yeah.
Oh, good. All right, sorry. In high school, when I'd call someone's name down the hall, they would frequently think it was the dean of discipline calling them who was the gigantic 6'8" guy. 6'8"? Holy moly. I think the last time I saw someone 6'8" was in right at Peking University when because they had a basketball team there, which was pretty famous, and they had huge people playing on their team. Like I could not believe it, but they were real. Dann liegen gelassen. So muss sein. So muss es sein. Frauen müssen sich auch mal wehren. Ich räche mich für all die Frauen, denen das passiert. Spaß, natürlich nicht. How tall? Shuriken is quite tall. I'm not gonna just. Oh, here, 6 foot. Okay, because I don't like giving information about people. Even if I know them, because I'm not sure if they want to share it in that moment. But I guess there's nothing something to be proud of. So 6 foot. That's pretty cool. Boo, bring back the dog. Tomatoes. Hello, hello. I'm throwing my tomatoes at you if you boo me with tomatoes. And I think my tomatoes are bigger than yours. I can say that pretty confidently because those are like pretty much the biggest tomatoes I've ever bought. So yeah. Can you top that?
Evil tomatoes. World's most evil tomato.
Evil. C calls them evil tomatoes. Last time we saw mushrooms in the forest, he called them evil mushrooms. I don't know why vegetables are evil for you, but
Mushroom.
can we get a loud burp? Hold on. A good burp needs some preparation time, needs some brewing, you know. The wild thing was he wasn't the tallest teacher. There was another. That's okay. We'll wait for it. Good thing a good thing needs waiting time. 6'9". Wow, I feel like anything in that region is probably the most convenient height.
That's good enough.
Yeah, too tall is like it will just have
Like,
the
like
down
5'11".
effect again. Like, yeah.
Too tall.
He's 5'11", so he's like too tall would be anything above 5'11", obviously. Like 5'11" is perfect height, right? I would say so too. Definitely, you wouldn't want to be taller because that would make life just much harder. Like you would just like bump into everything. Freak of nature.
I'm gonna leave this out, Frank. I'll just
Okay. Beautiful tomatoes. I agree. Unfortunately, I didn't grow them. I wish. Or something that surprised you first week living in US when you arrived. Something that surprised me, the fast food amount. Like the smell of fast food everywhere you go. Like it smells good everywhere in America.
Do you care if I play Hell Backwards?
No. So it smells like fast food. It smells like sure. Otherwise I can't hear.
Huh?
I can't hear. I mean I can't hear the chat anyways, but
Low. I don't have to hear that.
alright. Right, super low. It turns it in like 50, the TV. The left tomato looks delicious, the dark one. The crimson. Tomatoes are my favorite. I love tomatoes too. But yeah, puppy dog, there was many things that I noticed when I came here first, but the smell was one of the biggest things to me. Like the fast food everywhere. Just the sheer amount. And the way he did it. The way the America is like laid out, like the city planning, and if it comes to like not the city center, but like um suburban parts, um like just like miles and miles of street or road, and then a gas station and vape shop, gas station, Mexican restaurant, vape shop, like just strips basically. That was one thing I was like not used to. Woher kennst du eigentlich Marco? Jak, Marco hat irgendwann mal was bei mir kommentiert, vor sehr langer Zeit. Ein, zwei Mal oder so. Und dann habe ich gemerkt, dass er Deutsch ist. Das war ganz am Anfang von meinem YouTube oder relativ am Anfang, wo ich noch nicht viele Subscriber hatte. Und dann habe ich gesehen, dass er auch einen Kanal hat. Und habe ich, weil er halt auch Deutsch ist, der in Amerika lebt, hat es mich natürlich interessiert, wie so sein Leben in Ohio ist und als Deutscher. Und dann hat sich so ergeben, ist man ins Gespräch gekommen. Ja, so war's. Schon eine Weile her. Mindestens ein Jahr. Do you go to Walmart? Outfit check. There's not much outfit. It's just a t-shirt. It's from an artist. He's called King Cruel, and his brother made that, and it was uh, like a project for homeless people in London, and every t-shirt you bought gave like 70% to that foundation, so that's why I bought it. Do you go to Walmart? I do go to Walmart for like special things, like organic lentils, oats, olive oil, stuff like that. Or if I just want to browse around, if I want to go on a trip. That's another cultural difference, I would say. Your big stores like Walmart, for example, we don't really have these except for in France. Like where I'm from, I'm like right at this French border. So France has stores like Walmart too. So I knew them from before, but the French version is definitely more bougie. So the French version is like 20% of the French Walmart, which is the Carrefour, or Casino, is wine. Like wine is like 20% of the French. Then another 20% is cheese. And then another 10% is like charcuterie and boulangerie. and patisserie. It's like breads, pastries, salami, liver patés. So everything is like people working behind fresh counters, like where they cut stuff for you, like cheese and like you have no idea how much cheese varieties exist until you go to France. It's absolutely mental, but in a good way, I guess, if you like cheese. And then the rest is like other stuff like household goods and clothing and anything you find at Walmart too. But yeah, wine, cheese, bread, pastries make up the biggest part on that store. The dark one looks super yummy. Heirloom tomatoes are so expensive. Yeah, they're insanely expensive here too. Like one of those is like $4 or so. So I only buy them like if I want to make something special with them. I want to make a Tuscan bread salad with those, and I need tomatoes that hold their shape or their flesh, kind of, so they don't like just like turn into just like tomato sauce. So I'm making Tuscan bread salad tomorrow. Kurz und knappe Antwort, bitte nicht drum herum reden. Ich lass dich hängen, in der Luft hängen. Thank you, boy. A bad or good thing? Incoming storm. We have incoming storms too, apparently tomorrow, I think. So we have big box stores and hypermarkets. Okay, so you got the big stores too. It's just clipping. We're barely seeing the sun. Same here, Shuriken. We had rainy weather and clouds, but I know we both like cloudy skies and rainy weather, so nothing to complain on my part here, or on my end. I really love that weather. I wish that was it would stay for another week at least, but I know some people don't enjoy it. Oh yeah, we haven't had sunlight in a long time. I mean, like sunshine, not sunlight. I think the biggest cultural difference is USA have speed limit on highway, in Germany not. Mm, we do have speed limits on our highways too. So that you gotta distinguish in German highways like the Autobahn, they're either called open Autobahn or limited Autobahn. So we have where I'm from in the south, we have a lot of limited ones, partly because it's a little bit more like like less straight, I think, because it's like there's a lot of bends down there, and they have like less what's it called, less lanes where I'm from than more up north, I think. And a lot of Swiss people like to speed on our autobahn. So that might be another reason why they added some limits right at the border. But yeah. Thanks, BT. I didn't think so. All the French people were cringing when I said it. I love the tiny European roadside grocery stores. So convenient. The groceries are often friendly and they encourage healthy eating. I do like that too, for sure. Yeah, that's a big difference too. Yeah, here you have like all those like chain restaurants, chain stores, chain everything is like franchised here in America most often. So you do have your local stores as well, of course, especially the country, but in cities, it's a lot of franchise. It's hard to find like a nice little spot that is like local and not the same as everywhere else, I think. From my experience, all Americans, please argue against it if you want. That's just my personal experience here, or when I try to compare it to Germany. Hey Tanda, how you doing? Long time to see. Hey to New Hampshire, Jason. Hi, mate. I'm from Germany, but I'm in the United States now. Are you going to move back to your country? Um, Probably not. not now at least. I do want to have land, and I like my job. I like my friends and community here. Mm, I do like my friends at home, of course, too, and my country at home. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's just very hard to find land in Germany for without you having to sell your kidneys or your grandma, you know. So, and I don't have grandmas anymore, so that option is gone. And I don't want to give away my kidneys. So, yeah, I guess America is the better option, and it is actually a cool place to live. I'm very grateful that I got the opportunity. And hopefully one day I have some land and some animals on it and some garden. Deine Liebe zu mir hat also nicht mehr das erste Windchen standgehalten. Soll ich jetzt in Ruhe schlafen gehen? Ich dachte, bin doch ein Dreierteam, du, ich, Oskar. Ach so, du meintest Oskar. Ja, du kommst schon drüber hinweg, Jack. Man kann nicht immer die Nummer 1 sein. Vielleicht bist du es ja auch, aber ich kann es halt nicht sagen, weil mir noch andere Leute zuhören. Die Hoffnung stirbt zuletzt, oder? Your curly hair looks beautiful and here it's adorable. Well, thanks. I'm not the most confident with my curly hair because I don't know, yeah, in school, I guess kids, don't really appreciate curly hair. So, yeah, you always get comments as a curly girl. So it will make you more self-conscious, I guess, in life. But the Tennessee humidity makes me rock my natural hair more, like it forces me to, because there's like sometimes no way you can tame that mane like that. The curl will always come back. So yeah, it's just it forces you to accept your natural hair at one point. Yeah, now how can you speak such a good English? I don't know if my English is so good. I'm not sure, but I appreciate that. Well, living in a country where you speak the language every day definitely helps with improving a little bit, but I definitely have a very long way to go. The closest thing I can think of to tiny European groceries is my little Japanese grocery store, the one that I've been going to since the 90s, which recently closed and reopened. Phew, yeah, indeed. I was like, oh no. Good. That's a happy ending there. I'm glad to hear that. That is cool. A Japanese grocery store. I wish we had something like that, but I have not seen one yet. We do have quite a few local spots in Nashville, so Nashville, we're very blessed, as you say here in the South. Blessed, bless your heart. Um, so yeah, Dolly Parton blessed us with a lot of good things down here in the South. She's like treated like some like icon or like I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of like Dolly Parton, like bless your heart, bless you, or Dolly Parton blesses you, like murals here or like little signs and stuff. Um, but yeah, Nashville has a lot of local spots and like little restaurants too. But if you like drive somewhere to the countryside or other places, oftentimes like on a road trip, you'll always have like those same franchises and chains, which makes sense, I guess. Yeah, you have a little bit of everything. It is a cool place. But yeah, that is very cool. You have a Japanese store. I wonder, um, do they focus on tea or do they import a lot of stuff from Japan, or are they trying to keep it like more international, like different countries? What's like the main thing they sell there, you would say? If you're looking to buy a house in America, then it's the best option. But when it comes to storms and a lot of criminals, we have it's not a great country. Oh, with storms, yes, it is true. Like the weather is definitely something to consider here. In Tennessee or in America, in many places. Like a lot of states have their own threats when it comes to climate and weather. So some have the earthquakes, some have the fires, some have the storms, flooding. So you got I feel like every state has their specialty when it comes to extreme weather. There might be a 1 or 2 or 3 lucky states that really don't get bothered by any of those, but you just gotta pick and choose, I guess. But yeah, that's a good point. It's definitely a little bit more scary here with those things. It's raining hard. Storm is here. No thunder though. Thankfully, Artemis hates thunder. Oh, poor girl. But that's good. It's a good sign. No thunder. So hopefully, it's just a rain storm coming through. It's gonna be super lush and green down there in good old Georgia. Georgia. I also have savings on land, organic farming for self and peaceful life, but it will take time, like retirement plan. Yeah, it will take time for sure. I agree. It will not happen for me tomorrow either, or next year, or like it's a project or like a life plan. So it takes time. But what else do you got to do on this blue planet except for waiting for our like plans to turn out one day, or dreams come true? We can just work towards it and just be patient and enjoy the ride. Meanwhile, you live in Germany. Nice, that's cool. Where in Germany are you located? Fünkchen Hoffnung verlassen, um mein Herz richtig zu zerschmettern, zu machen es die Amish. Ich habe von den Besten gelernt. Jack. Ich habe in Deutschland hart dafür trainiert. In America, I had a crush on Dolly Parton at one time. I'm sure they did. I think a lot of men still have a crush on Dolly Parton. She's still a rocket. Tennessee Twister. Yeehaw. I'm a Tennessee Twister? Yay. Yes. Tennessee Twister. I want to be a Tennessee Twister. I don't know exactly what that means, but my best friend who moved to Pittsburgh, he really misses the Japanese grocery he goes and stocks up every time. Oh, cute. But that speaks for the store. Hi, Jesus. I think every country have its pro and cons. Absolutely. Yeah. That's why when people ask me which country is better, Germany or America, I cannot answer that. It just depends, what your priorities are, your life plan, and if you focus on freedom, security, making money, or not making money, which Germany would be the right place for that. I wrote a joke. I never believed in ghosts, and my girlfriend stopped texting me back. I'm also German. Was born there, grew up in USA. Oh, cool. Hi, Robert. Willkommen, Robert. Where in Germany are you from? I live in Michigan. I am from the Black Forest in South Germany, right at the Swiss and French border, like that little triangle down there. So where in Germany are you from originally, Robert? Oder Robert, if I want to say it in German. Robert Cerro. Coke Cerro. I currently lived in Indiana and go to Notre Dame College in South Bend. Ooh. Not bad, not bad. That's a pretty good college, I heard. I'm not very well versed in all the colleges, but I know that Notre Dame is definitely a name, so good for you. This is the true Japanese grocery store, and there's quite a traditional restaurant attached to it. Ooh. Oh, that's amazing. Wow. Well, if I'm ever down there, and I want to check it out. And road yep. What are you studying? If you don't mind me asking. Who wants? Oh no, I'm not gonna read that. Ich go duschen und ich in der Show mit Einschrift komme ich again. Na, hoffen wir doch mal, ja. Zieh dir mal lieber den Schnorchel an, für den Fall der Fälle, dass du einschläfst. Wir wollen ja keinen Unfall. Schön wach bleiben. I was born in Kitzing. No way, Robert. I went to university like right there, like 10 minutes away for many years. So I lived in that area for a long time. That's so cool. The world is really small if you think about it. I met so many people here that been to Kitzing because they have like an army base there too. So or close to it at least. So yeah, interesting. How many people here in America know this little CAF, as we say. So we call it KAFF. If it's like a derogatory word for a village, so or town. So in Germany, we still say village. Like when people ask me where I'm from in Germany, which town or which city, I'm like, well, I'm actually not from a town or a city. I'm from a village. So we still have villages. So they're usually the size of, like, imagine like a suburb that you have here in America. That's like usually the size of a village. It has like, it can't be anything from like 5 houses to 500 houses, um, sometimes more. And then at one point it will be a town, but most often it's a village. Wie trainiert ihr in Deutschland als Ausbildungsjahr im Schwarzwald? Täglich Baum fällen? How are you? Which country are you from? I am from Germany, but I live in the United States. So yeah, here I just read the comment now. Which city you belong in Germany? See, I'm not from a city, but I mean, if you if I can give you the closest city, that would be Freiburg. I made a video about that on my channel. It's like has like a bluish background. It's called Freiburg im Breisgau. It's like in the Black Forest, or Basel in Switzerland would be the next biggest city, closer than the one in Germany actually. Because I'm telling you, I'm like right from the Swiss border, like 2 minutes away, 3 minutes away with the car. Their tea selection is small and utilitarian, but they have everything Japanese grocery store would have. Fresh managed show daikon. Oh, nice. Yeah, I have a hard time getting daikon here in Nash Vegas. That's nice. I wish there was one here. They have only Korean stores here in this area because there's a lot of Koreans from the army. Because the army base is closed. Is the Tennessee Twister better than an Oklahoma tornado? I don't know. I don't know about that. Probably not. There's been some crushing tornadoes, twisters here too. Hi, so I can't read your name. Hi, Benna. Greetings, Aragon. Hey, Aragon. I remember I read that book. It's a good book. I'm part American, part French. Europe is much better in terms of work-life balance. When it comes to that, I would agree. The work-life balance, you get more days off, more paid vacation, more leave, and less scared of just getting kicked out of your job and them not caring, and they're just like, well, we told you yesterday you should have a new job by now. It's kind of like that. Like they tell you on a Friday, like, hey, by the way, don't come back on Monday. You have the whole weekend now to find a new job. Isn't that great? Like we let you know 2 days in advance. Like I never experienced it, but I heard from a lot of people here that that's how it goes. So yeah, it's a tough business out here. You can make it in America, but you can also get in trouble easily, or yeah, gotta figure it out yourself, So it's double-edged sword. A lot of freedom, a lot of opportunities, but not a lot of safety to fall back on, if it doesn't work out. Don't bright face makes your mobile display glowing. Tennessee Twister with Oklahoma tornado. We need a poll. we do. I wish I could do polls. Yes, I can finally do polls again. Last time I wouldn't let me. Okay. That ain't no small potato, more like an F5 tornado. Um, what's better? No, what's worse? Tennessee tours. And yeah, you guys can always ask me like a poll, and I can do that. Fräulein, zack, runter. Nein. There we go. Oh, there we go. German or American beer? Neither. I don't like beer. That's why they kicked me out of Germany. But if I had to pick German, just because people tell me it tastes better, so I believe it. Call me a sheep, but it's not that I believe everything people tell me, but there's a lot of people that know about beer, and they all say pretty much all like agree that German beer is better. Not all, but most. You know, I guess since they know more than I do, I would believe it. But I'm not personally a fan of beer in general. I don't like light beers very much. If I ever would drink a beer, it would be a lager or a stout, like a dark one, or an ale. So, upcoming time, climate change will be biggest disaster. I think global warming and temperature is raising human need. We need to change. Yes, I think we should change 50 years ago. That's when we should have started changing. So yeah, I think we're a little bit in trouble at this point. And I think it's way worse than what we're aware of. And I don't think anyone's willing to do anything about it, because that would mean that we to hit the brakes and to like reset and to like actually do something about it, that actually is not a ridiculous goal, like let's decrease the CO2 production or emissions by 0.1% next year. Like, who cares about that, as if that's going to do anything? Like, even if we decreased it by like 2%, it wouldn't even like do anything. So for anyone to like implement something like this, that would mean that there would be like a big economical like breakdown, because the focus would not be on like investing or in capitalism or in economical growth, but in slowdown and in like change from like, you know, cheap resources or fossil resources to like renewable. Would require a lot of technological research or implementations, and buying technologies from other countries and people working together, stuff like that. So no politician wants to take that burden upon themselves and like cause like an economical crisis and like make people earn less money and be like less happy, because that would need to happen for that change. Like, you need to like suffer through a little bit to change things long term. But no one wants to start that point. You know, no one wants to be like, okay, guys, it was nice. We had everything we wanted. We lived like kings and queens. Like, imagine, like 100 years ago, or even like 60 years ago, people could never imagine the way we live right now. Like eating meat every day, going to fast food restaurants, eating like food for like $5 or so. Driving around in a car everywhere instead of walking, or just doing manual labor, like not doing manual labor, but having like electricity for everything. Like, just thinking how we live like right now is like kings and queens, and like in ancient times, or even better, like not even comparable, like way better than them. So, and everyone wants to live like that, you know, nowadays. Like, we're all so used to it. So I don't think anyone wants to go back to like not have that anymore. Most people wouldn't, at least. So that would probably cause like a massive like chaos and like cry out about it. So I don't even know if we are able to go back unless something like drastical happens, like something really bad where we're forced to. Um, Alrighty, bye, Shuriken. Please have a good night and be safe in storms. You too, please. Be safe down there. And it was good to see you again. I'm happy to hear from you. I'm glad everything is okay. And enjoy your little bit of your phone detox. We all need it. It would be good for all of us to do a little phone detox once in a while. Heineken, I love Belgium triple and Guinness. I love Guinness too. And Heineken, yeah, I don't really like that either. 5 Kilo. Marco, ja, das kenne ich zu gut. Bin zurück an mich. Ich glaube, es wird Zeit für Gym. Ja, muss ich. Ich war heute tatsächlich im Gym. I was at the gym this morning, actually. Recommend a good movie. If you want to watch a good movie right now on Netflix, which most people use, I guess, watch Apex with Charlize Theron. It's really good. I love psycho thrillers is my favorite genre. And that's like a really, really good one. And great music. I always like good music in a movie. Great actors, cool story, beautiful nature. I'm big about like pictures too, like the nature scenes and all that, and the vibe. I highly recommend if you just want to have some like, you know, entertaining and not too scary, but still scary. I'm always shocked at the amount of plastic waste we have from soda bottles. What's wrong with glass bottles? Yeah, we use glass bottles in Germany, but here in America, there's no glass bottles like that. Because I think people are scared that people will not be responsible with them and use them for bad stuff. Because glass bottles can also turn into a weapon, kind of, if you think about it, easily in like a fight when people are a little bit, you know, upset. And it would be a lot of cleaning up when people drop them or scatter them around. And yeah, I think it's the biggest thing about responsibility that your government wouldn't trust people with glass bottles. And they're also more expensive, of course. So people would probably not be willing to pay more money for it. So they probably like wouldn't be worth it because people wouldn't buy them anyways because probably not enough people care about switching to glass bottles, you know. So it wouldn't make them any money. Thank you so much, Ricken. Oh, you already watched Apex? Well, did you watch The Bone Temple? It's also on Netflix right now. What's a movie that you recommended you just watched recently? I haven't watched too many in a while. Actually, I had a lot of immigration stuff going on not too long ago, so I've not been in the movie game. But I'm catching up on my movies now. Argument applies to beer bottles too. Right, yeah, especially beer. You're absolutely right. Didn't think about that. You left New York almost a decade ago. You left New York. So where you at right now, Bearded? Sorry if you already told me. There's a lot of new people in here right now, so I apologize if you already said it. You pay a deposit for the glass bottle and return it. I used to buy. Yeah, we do. We do the same for plastic though. So in Germany, you basically pay a deposit for bottles, any bottles that you buy. Even like little cans like this would be deposits. So this can, for example, would be 15 cents. Whereas I don't have any glass bottle, but a glass bottle would be 8 cents or 15 cents. It depends. Beer bottle is like only 8 cents. And then the big plastic bottles would be 25 cents of deposit. So you pay that when you buy it. So the bottle will be more expensive, but you also get it back later on. So call it an investment, you know. So when you bring back all your bottles at the end of the week, you will have a nice little voucher for the store. Like you bring it to the recycling thing in front of the store or inside the store, and then you get a little voucher from the store, and then you can give it to the cashier, and it will take it out of your check or your receipt. Did you catch Ready or Not? I haven't. Oh, but I watched The Hunt. So talking about Apex or like psycho thrillers, so those kind of movies, or Ready or Not. The Hunt is on Netflix. It's another female badass character, which I often enjoy if it's not cringe. And this is actually not cringe. It takes place in Croatia, and I think it's like Ready or Not, and I still need to watch it. I need to watch it. I watched The Hunt because it got recommended to me, and it was right there on Netflix, so I couldn't say no. Actually, no, it's on Amazon Prime. Sorry, it's on Amazon, not on Netflix, that one. So I need to figure out where to watch Ready or Not, like what platform. Yes, Bone Temple. I know I keep recommending that, but it's so good. Dark, a piece of masterpiece. Oh, you mean the show Dark? Yes, it is really good. Based in Paris. Ooh, bearded drunk man. Oh, drunk man. Is it bearded drunk man or bearded drunk man? Guess that's the difference. And you gotta be bearded if you want to live in Paris. Do you have the Paris mustache too? I'm just playing with generalizations, or what's it called? Stereotypes. I'm just kidding, of course. Ab ins Bett dann, Whisper, wenn du schnarchen willst. Oder bleib hier, vielleicht schläfst du dann ein. Some Aldis take the bottles. I always do not keep up from bottle. You do not keep up from bottle. Yes, I do too. When I'm back home, it's definitely a nice little I call it like pocket money, even though you already paid the money, so it's kind of like a delusion, of course, because you already did pay for the bottles. It's not that they're like gifting you that, but some people in Europe, especially in Germany, like to collect bottles that are not their own, like from parks, any like public places, or I don't know, you find them anywhere really. So sometimes when I come back from Germany and I've been there for weeks and I come back to America and I walk around and I see plastic bottles on the ground or cans, I can't help but think, oh man, someone just threw away 25 cents. Or like my first impulse is like to grab it and put it in my trash bag so I can like, bring it back to the store later. But then I'm like, I'm in America. It's not worth anything, unfortunately. Hi, peace and joy. Thank you for bringing peace and joy into the stream. I mean, it's been pretty peaceful today, honestly, but you can never have enough peace and joy, right? Welcome to the stream or the channel. Hi, Ahan. You're doing food traveling, I see. Nice, nice. Dubai. Yes, 7-4. Postleitzahl. Postleitzahl, ich wusste's. Yes, I'm German. Hi, Jox. Hi, Lydia. Ludi. Michigan, the deposit is $10. Very annoying to have to turn all the little caps. Ah, in Michigan, you pay a deposit for the bottles? Oh, I thought you were referring to Europe, like when you travel to Europe. Oh, Michigan does that. I didn't know that. See, that's new to me. I didn't know any state did the whole deposit thing. It's interesting. Mm. Oh, 10 cents. Okay. I was like, $10. Holy moly. That's a lot. I definitely want to incentivize people to bring it back. I don't have a French mustache, but like groomed beard, Paris and Berlin corporate won't let me be a big bear. I get you. Yeah. Although, I mean, in Berlin, I think everything is possible, huh? Paris probably has a little bit more of the restrictions when it comes to that. I love Paris though. I've only been once, but definitely one of my most memorable trips I've ever done for many reasons that I cannot display. um, definitely the city of love, I guess. It definitely was uh holds its promise. Springfield $650 for houses? You mean like 650,000? Um, Springfield, Missouri. I've never been to Missouri. I heard a lot of people call it misery here. I don't know if that is true, if you would agree with that, but I think it's just like a funny way for Tennesseans to call Missouri or like many other states too. But that's probably mean and probably not true. What's worse, Tennessee Twister, Oklahoma Tornado? So Tennessee Twister wins. So I guess more people have encountered Tennessee Twisters here. The voting's still going on. Some people are still voting. So I'll leave it out here. Florida, no deposit. Yay. Did you have beef jerky in Germany? We do have beef jerky in Germany, but it's definitely not as common as it is here from my uh, experience, but I also don't eat meat, so I mean I did eat meat in the past a little bit, but yeah, beef jerky. It's a very American thing. But there's something similar in the Black Forest, which is like more like a traditional thing. It's like a smoked sausage, like a hunter's sausage, for example. We have that. You would buy that at grocery stores, the deli department there. And like salami steaks, more like that. It's like more common than beef jerky, more like smoked sausages. Immigration, do you feel America is less democratic and less democratic? Uh, mm, that is hard to say. Definitely, you definitely hear like some news that are not very great, I guess, but I still feel like safe here and as an immigrant, and I never had any bad encounters. But I'm also from Germany, so that might play a role, and then people, you know, like it's definitely a thing that some people would be, how to say that? You know what I mean, probably. Like if you're from Germany, it's sometimes a little bit. I think immigration is always hard. Like, no matter where you're from, like you always have to stick to the rules and fill out all the papers and prove your evidence and stuff. So no matter where you're from, but I think for some countries it's harder than others. So I'm just in a privileged position. I was about to say unfortunately, but honestly, not unfortunately, because I know it's unfair, but I wish it wasn't unfair, and I wish it was not like that, but yes, that's how it is. How did you land up in the US? I met a soldier boy in Germany, and then I was waiting until I graduated from university and visited him in the US a few times. Then we had a long distance relationship for a while. I was still enrolled in my master's in Germany, and he, like I said, was a soldier in America, so I did a lot of like flying back and forth. And yeah, at one point I just decided to stay here, and after a few years, because it is oh no, that's all good. Bearded. Because traveling back and forth was really exhausting, and time difference. So yeah, that's how I ended up here. Hi JC, how are you doing? How's your Memorial Day? The intriguing political question to brighten up the mood. Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with that. Some people are just interested in politics, and I get it. I just try to not make this political here at all because it's a very sensitive topic for many people, and yeah, understandably. So I try to keep it like a little bit lighter here because life is already hard, you know. PT knows me well. My sister. That's awesome. I am sure you're having a blast. Thank you, Bearded. So, as part white European, it's immigrant safe a bit, but I heard news about it and friends news. Tough news, yeah, yeah. Um, like I said, there's definitely, yeah, privilege for sure, which is definitely not fair, but yeah, that's the world, right? The world we live in. It's going great. I'm waiting on a in Georgia. Oh, are you hauling? So, how long you gonna wait? Is there a bad storm going on? I think Shuriken mentioned that the storm's moving in right now in Georgia. So please be careful. Tinty pulling pull. Yeah. The twister. I thought the Oklahoma tornado would sound more scary to people, but the Tennessee's twister is, I guess, where people are more worried about. Hey, to Sweden, Amanda. I watched the Swedish show on Netflix. It's called The Diaries of a Ditch Girl, and her name was Amanda too in the show. And I watched it in Swedish just to keep up with the language practice. I like watching Swedish shows for that reason, or Chinese. All right, Tennessee Twister won. I'm gonna close the poll. Last opportunity to vote. Um, Thanks, yeah, just waiting until tomorrow because the paperwork wasn't right, so I have to wait till tomorrow to get loaded. Oh man, okay. Well, be safe in the hotel. Or you're probably staying. You have a sleeper truck, probably. I guess, right? So be safe in your truck. Don't let the bed bugs bite and the lot lizards knock. Kidding, just playing with the stereotypes again. Sometimes you gotta, as a joke. Sweden is amazing. The whole Norwegian region is beautiful. Oh yes, I've never been, but I've seen. Like, I watched like a lot of camping videos and like outdoorsy stuff on YouTube, and I'm like, I want to go. So yeah, I learned the language for that reason a little bit. A long time ago, probably very 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 rusty, but yeah, I would love to go camping there myself. But I'm also a little scared because the craziest horror movies and psycho movies come from Sweden, and a lot of like um, criminal books and shows are made there. I'm like, where is the dark minds coming from? Like, why is that a thing? Is it the lack of sunshine that makes people have those dark thoughts and like all those ideas for all those criminal stories, or do I need to be careful when I go? But they're so friendly, so it's hard to imagine. But they definitely have a lot of yeah good authors for like crime books shows. A lot lizards. You better, or I'll get the wooden spoon. I haven't got that one out in a while. Remember the spoon? That's a measuring cup or a measuring unit for who can say? Who knows? What is this for? When you curl the hair, you look gorgeous. Wow, I know about that, but thanks. Well, I don't curl my hair. My curl naturally poofs. We call it poof. As curly girls, that's the poof. It happens when the humidity is high. So whenever you see me like this, you know it's hot and humid in Tennessee, or it's raining. One of those, or both, which is the case right now. It's raining, hot, and humid. I found out what a lot of us were doing a live stream a week ago. my live stream, hopefully. I took a pledge for truckers against trafficking, which means I will report it instantly because no one should have to live like that. That's great. Thank you for doing that. Schatzi. Come on, booty, booty, booty. Need a booty slap. Yeah. Oscar is half deaf, but he does always hear a booty slap. Like that's orders. He hears my fingernails. That's like his like calling signal or a slap. Like he hears those sounds. It might just be like a special frequency that he can hear better, just like a high pitched sound. Boo boo. Ooh. For pasta, yes. Exactly. This is one portion of pasta. Mamma mia. Or this can also be a measuring gadget for trolls' private parts. It usually would fit right through the trolls' private parts. That's a good measuring unit. Because otherwise they wouldn't troll. Anyways, crazy how you went straight to US from Germany, crossing oceans, but not Europe with your easy access Schengen visa. Well, I did travel Europe a lot before I came to America. I wouldn't say a lot, actually. I wasn't like a travel girly or anything. Unfortunately, and I didn't grow up rich. I'm very. I hate saying I grew up poor because I grew up not poor because I had very loving parents, like more than I could have asked for, but financially poor. Let's say that, like financially poor, but rich with love. Cringe and corny, but that's how it is. Or cheesy and corny, but that's how it was. So I didn't have lots of money to travel, but um, I had um, opportunities to go travel. Let's say like that. During my university years, so with like friends or boyfriends when they had a car, we'd just like do a road trip, or most often I would just travel by a car because it was like the most cheap option and just like sleep in the car and all that. But yeah, the Schengen thing is definitely amazing. I love that. But for people in the Schengen area in Europe, so Schengen is like a treaty, like a contract between European countries where there's basically no border controls and you can just like drive into every single country that is part of it, and like it's your own. So except for the highway, you have to pay a fine, or not a fine, a fee if you want to use that for some countries. But other than that, you just like drive through the border, open borders. So it's really easy. Ring size. Well, yeah, if you have like sausage fingers, maybe. It was a French content creator from LA. Someone called her, and she went off on them. Thousands under regular. Oh, so she's French but lives in LA. Nice. That's cool. But yeah, Lord Lizard. I heard that somewhere else, like someone from Tennessee saying that. It's a very southern thing to say. 85 likes, visit the like. Thank you, BT. You're the like watcher. I don't really have my eye on it. You're an amazing person that does so much for people in need. I know you have a master's degree, but decided to go do what you love instead of for money. It's great if you shared simple favors to cook. Thank you, JC. First of all, I'm a little I like to say flushed, but flustered. I learned that. I used to say I feel flushed instead of flustered for the longest time until I was like, that sounds wrong. It sounds like I got flushed down the toilet, but I mean flustered. So not at all. I'm not that nice person you're portraying me as right now, but I appreciate your words. That means a lot. And yeah, I don't see myself working in corporate or anything like that. Would it make more money? Absolutely. Which is cool. Like money is cool. But I don't have a high living standard. I live very frugal, and I'd rather have more time and less stress about work and enjoy the time at work instead of like just seeing it as work and as a transaction, and using that time that I get paid for, which is not much, but at least the time is used in a way I like it, you know? And because time can never really be repaid in a way, I think. So I guess that makes up for the low pay. Um, to see it like that. And yeah, it's a win-win. Like they get something out of it, you know, people that need something, and I do too because it's good for my soul. I'm sure luck will favor us. Got to hustle and trust our struggles. I wish you the best. Thank you so much, Bearded. You as well. Be safe down there in Paris and enjoy. Definitely one of the coolest cities in the world. So that is amazing. And how tall are you? Random question. Take a guess. A lot of people say I seem very short, but maybe you'd be surprised. Hey, good guess. A little taller. No, I'm not that tall, but thanks. I know I'm a model, 175 easily. No, I'm not. I always want to be that height or that tall. I always wanted um to be like 170 something. 175 would have been perfect because I did some photo jobs back then, you know, in the youth. Um, but I was never tall enough for like walking or something. So unfortunately, is this your real hair color? Yes. I have never done anything to my hair. Like maybe 10, 8 years ago, I did something for my with my hair. Like I had my hair red, like 8 years ago, so once. And yeah, this is just my hair, just dark blonde. In summer it gets brighter, like the sun brightens it up. I always been like that since a kid. When I was like at the North Sea for summer vacation for camping with my parents, I would have like straw blonde hair, like like Swedish blonde, and when it's winter time, it would just get darker again. And now, the older I got, my hair got like more like sandy color, so like more like dark blonde. Can we talk about Superman? Superman in the moon, Nuclear Man in the moon. What the hell? My niece was born in January. Ooh, cute. Nice. Congratulations. You're an uncle. Nice. Is it your first? Amazing. Cool to meet you too. Um, drunk man. I just call you Bearded. Good to meet you too, Bearded. Bonne journée to you aussi. Merci beaucoup. Bonne nuit. It's nighttime. Bedtime. Y'all better go to bed up there in Europe. It's late already. Tell your husband thank you for his service for his good country. Freedom isn't free, and I greatly appreciate everything that service members do for us. I will let him know. He cringes about it because he doesn't. Uh, no, he doesn't cringe that you say it. He cringes about himself. Like whenever people say it to him, he's like, "Yeah, it's fine." You know, like it's just my job. So but I'll let him know. Appreciate it. But very true. Yes. Freedom doesn't come for free, and people have been working hard for freedom. In the past, still are in the background without us seeing that on a daily basis, losing their lives, their limbs, their families, their friends, their sanity. Um, so yeah, we're very lucky to be able to just enjoy all that without actively struggling, you know. So yeah. let's be appreciative of what we have, the places where we live, the modern society, and all the good things that come with it. Of course, also a lot of bad things come with it, but I think nowadays it's mostly good things. Like we live like kings and queens. I already said that earlier. Like it's not a given thing, you know. It's like the little Michelin man's adorable and fluffy at 5 months. Cute. That sounds very sweet. Can I say you're beautiful every day? Oh, thank you, Marty. I appreciate that. I certainly don't feel like it every day, but I appreciate you. And I let you all go. I don't want to steal y'all's time. Time is precious, and I hope you find some good way to spend the rest of your evening or morning or whatever time it is where you are. And happy Memorial Day again. And thank you for everyone that served. Like JC already said, growing up in a military household is a sacrifice entire families makes because at the drop of a hat, y'all would have to pack up your entire life. Very true. Yep. Um, yeah. The struggles that some have to go through, like the uncertainty and always being on call and never knowing. Scary times. Thank you so much, JC. We'll probably just watch something we've been watching Survivor lately. And I need to figure out a way to watch Ready or Not. It's a movie I've been recommended, and I need to watch it. And watch Apex on Netflix. It's good if you want to have some spooky adventure. A little bit of like it's cool, it's groovy, as old people would say. And yeah, what else? Another recommendation. I will remember next time. Good seeing you again. Have a good night, everyone. I know BT we're at 90, but the 100 likes is hard to reach, so I'll be content with 90. That's already amazing for me. Yeah, I'm still every time we reach like a number like that, I'm like, what? Like it's still like unreal for me sometimes. Like in my head, I still, you know, have live streams with 5 people, and that's already a lot for me. And then like have like 10 likes is already like that was like my normal for like a year or so. So seeing like 90 likes is already like mind-boggling to me. So that's more than I could ask for. Hi, Elliot. Y'all should go hiking. There are beautiful mountain views. I know we should. I want to go to Georgia one day too. And there's a lot of waterfalls down there and very green. Hey, Bob. Famous. I think for famous, you would need at least like 100,000 subscribers to call yourself that. And honestly, I don't even want to. I don't even want to know how that must be to. I don't know. I think I would probably. I don't know. I would not enjoy it. I think so. Yeah, this is a nice number. You know, having people to talk to. So it's still like um one on one. It feels like one on one or like a small fan group kind of. And having too many people sounds really stressful. A lot of more trolls will be there too, coming with that, and mm, I don't know, less privacy. So it all has pros and cons, you know. Of course, you could live off it one day if you had a lot of subscribers, but I like my job so much that I would always do my job anyways. So, you know, there wouldn't be any benefit for me, I guess, having too many subscribers. And I don't think it will happen because the stuff I do is too like chill. Like people like the loud stuff, the more like crazy stuff. My stuff is just very like normal, like hanging out with a friend, just having like a normal conversation. And my videos are very like more like nature and like cooking and like mellow and not like uppy, if that makes sense. So it's not catchy. Like I don't use like catchy stuff. I don't use like catchy thumbnails or anything like that. So I don't think I'm like bound to grow. But I couldn't like change it because I wouldn't feel like myself anymore and I wouldn't enjoy it. So that's why I'm okay with just staying where we are. I think it's already great. And I know I should visit Istanbul. I would like to do that one day. I will watch racing. Thank you, Mr. X. Appreciate that. I hope you have a good rest of your night. The channel it to do so much for people on pets in need. Just thought, yes, that is true. Once, if we would grow bigger, that's definitely a thing I would want to do. Like using it for a good cause and like, if it would ever make it bigger on YouTube, it would definitely that would definitely benefit some animals, and I would try to make something good from it. So there's hoping and opportunities coming from that to do some good with it. You can consider Kick. It's more popular, really. I heard about it, but I'm like I don't know. I don't like figuring out new things, but I need to. Also want to get into the gaming because I like gaming, like cozy gaming. So I think that would be cool for live streaming. But I need to find like a program and figure it all out and get like a card, like a capture card and blah blah blah. Are you a black hole because once someone gets drawn into your personality, they never want to escape? Yeah, y'all make me flushed again. I keep saying flushed. I like it. Like I'm gonna keep saying flush instead of flustered. Why not? Maybe a pet food donation would really be cool. Sure, yeah, that would be cool. Um, yeah, maybe just something with stray cats, like more like on a more professional side one day, and we'll see where it leads us. So if I ever have land and animals, we do like more like a sanctuary situation, anything like that would be amazing. Thank you so much. You as well, JC. Please be safe wherever you are in Georgia, and don't get caught by the storms. And a UFO experience. Oh goodness, you guys are experiencing all crazy stuff. Wonderful evening. Hope you and your husband have a great evening watching Survivor. Also check out Alone, and afraid it's really similar. I have watched all the Alone. I've been waiting for the new season to come out. Is it already out? The new one? I think it's in a few months, right? If I'm not wrong. So yeah, I'm eagerly waiting for it. I love Alone and all Survivor outside outdoorsy shows. So yep, can't wait. Talk to you all very soon. Be safe wherever you are, and I catch you all next time. Nice. Oh yeah, you can watch it in your truck. That must be amazing to just chill in the truck, waiting for the next day, and just watching shows in the little the back of the truck. How fun. We were actually looking into that for a while, like having Oscar and doing like an owner operator thing together as a couple. It's like that sounds actually pretty cool, but then we decided to not do it. But yeah, because I like having like my schedule, like my schedule at home in the garden. But more next time. I'll talk to you all next time. Bye bye. Tschüss, auf Wiedersehen und bis bald. Thank you for being here. Appreciate y'all.